AkronHipHop.com, reporter, newspaper, online.com, and hard copy. This is Cat Israel with Akron Local News. Honest, fair, fuck everywhere. It's Cat Israel with Akron Local News, where you give the local news from an Akron perspective. Now, you see where I'm at right now? I'm at Louisiana's famous fried chicken, where it's all about the flavor now. 61 East Waterloo Road. You come get the chicken on. You're one of our top sponsors we're going to promote all year long. Call it anchor sponsor. Chicken's good too now. So in saying that, we're going to give you this good old news, Akron perspective. Right now, we're going to give you the national news. See what's going on the report newspaperonline.com now. You better go to your phones or your computers. So in saying that, first topic we're going to get to is 4 ex-cops indicted on United States civil rights charges in the Floyd death. Let's get to it. A federal grand jury has indicted the 4 former Minneapolis police officers involved in George Floyd's arrest and death, accusing them of willfully violating the black man's constitutional rights as he was restrained, face down on the pavement, gasping for air. Now, just recently, Derek Chauvin, Thomas Lane, Jay Wayne, and 2 Tao were just federally indicted. So they went to have their appearance in the United States court just recently. They also have state charges also, which are going to be coming up August 23rd. And my take on it, hey, you're on tape, guys. So it is what it is. Pretty good chance that those charges and potential convictions will run consecutively, not concurrently. So saying that, we're gonna get to the next article now. So we're gonna go to a reporter newspaper on hard copy. So what for? We're gonna get to a few of these articles now. Hope y'all get y'all prescription for the year. So it's $40, by the way, I'm just saying. Let's get to one of the articles now. Now this particular article is called "The Kia Bryant's Family Calls for Federal Probe." Now just recently we all know about Michaela Bryant, the 16-year-old black Ohio girl from Columbus who was shot to death by police after lunging at 2 women with a knife last week. And that just recently. It's calling for a federal investigation on the shooting and her placement in the foster care system. Now family attorney Michelle Martin demands that, with her parents and siblings, that the girl's life was cut short by the failing systems of the Columbus Police Department and Ohio's Child Service Agencies. Now, that's a lot of information to give you. The investigators are going to investigate. Hope they get an independent investigator to investigate this particular issue, and also investigate child services too, man. I've heard a lot of stories about those guys. So in saying that, we're gonna get to the next article. I want to touch a little bit on the CDC. Recently, they have issued an updated outdoor mask guideline for fully vaccinated Americans. Now, boss, the hiring just recently got his shot now. We just recently showed it on AkronHipHop.com now. I better get y'all a shot. Now, we're going to touch on a little bit about the procedures where you wear your mask outdoors. As you can see, I'm outside right now. Now, one of the things that Dr. Rochelle Walensky from the CDC director just recently at a White House briefing was talking about outside people can take off their masks at small outdoor gatherings with fully vaccinated family and friends, or where there's a mixture of vaccinated and unvaccinated people. Also, masks should also be worn in outdoor public settings and venues when they are required. As you can see right now, it's not required. In indoor public spaces, such as a mall, movie theater, museum, grocery store, the CDC continues to recommend wearing a mask. Wear your mask. In addition, the CDC has fully said that fully vaccinated Americans who live and work in a group setting, such as a group home or dormitory, no longer need to stay away from others for 14 days if they are around someone who has COVID-19, aka the Rona. And last but not least, they should still get tested even if they do not have symptoms, which is key. So if you feel like you got the Rona, get tested. If you think you got the Rona, get tested. Also, if you're indoors, wear your mask now. So saying that, we're gonna get to another story in the report newspaper. Give me a second, it's gonna make all these. paper noises and stuff, so I gotta do my folding and things like that. Give me a second here. Okay, next article is former Cleveland officer who killed Tamir Rice, who was 12 years old, appeals to get job back. Now, the white police officer who fatally shot Tamir Rice has filed an appeal with the House Supreme Court to get his job back. Now, back in 2017, Timothy Loman was fired, not for shooting Tamir Rice, which is weird. He got fired for providing false information on his employee application. Imagine that. So you don't get fired for shooting a kid, but you get fired for not doing your application right? That's kind of weird. So in saying that, we hope that, he don't get his job back, because clearly he's not, capable of being a police officer. Clearly, you shooting kids, really? So in saying that, let's get to the next article. In the local section, now give me a second, because, a little windy out here, so make some paper noises. Go get to the local section real quick. I don't do bad for wind, huh? Let's get to this article. Now, this article is called Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Newly named superintendent accepts offer from Akron Public Schools. Now, just recently, Christine Fowler-Mack is the new superintendent for the Akron Public Schools. Congratulations. Clapping. She will officially commence her position August 1st, 2021. Now, it was a proud moment for Christine in her district. It is an honor for Christine Fowler-Mack, and it's well-deserved, said one of the candidates, Cleveland Metropolitan School District CEO, Eric Gordon. Said, hey, once again, congratulations on your position. I hope you do well for Akron Public Schools. The next up is sports. One of my favorite, favorite articles. I like sports. How about you guys? You like sports too? I like sports. Speaking of sports, the title is called Julius Erving on Why LeBron James Isn't on His All-Time NBA Team. Let's see what Dr. J talking about. Now, just recently, a Hall of Famer put his first and second teams of his favorite teams all time. Now, he said including Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell, Jerry West on one of his teams. Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Jordan, and Karl Malone. But you never guess why Dr. J left LeBron James off his list. He said because he's the guy who led the charge in terms of super teams. Really, Dr. J? Okay, well, let me see something. Last time I checked, the Los Angeles Lakers had Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, and Elgin Baylor. Okay. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. Right? I'm just saying that, Shaq, Kobe, they had Rick Fox, he wasn't no slouch. Derek Harper was an all-star. The Boston Celtics had Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, the club hopper. He liked those little stripper friends, And then he had Ray Allen. That wasn't a super team, Dr. J. And I'm not even going to mention Golden State Warriors, man. With Steve Kerr, the Splash Brothers and everything. Hey, at the end of the day, LeBron James earned his spot as one of the all-time greatest in history of the NBA. Put some respect on his name, like Birdman said. So in saying that, you got other questions or comments, feel free, it is up on the timeline. Don't forget to come to Louisiana's famous fried chicken, where it's all about the flavor. Now, my favorite is the secret menu with the fried green tomatoes, my 2-piece coleslaw and mash. Sometimes I get macaroni and cheese. Sometimes I get their fish dinners too. Also, I'm on my healthy side. I'm working out right now. I'll be getting my chicken salads, grilled chicken in Pacific. So in saying that, it's Cat Israel with Akron Local News. I'm dead. Black everywhere. Hey, I'm about to go eat. I don't know about y'all.